K Shordy went from sliding on the ops to snitching on them, then right back to sliding. Now he's serving a 12-year sentence because he pissed off a judge. Plus, he's still facing a life sentence for murder and wants one of his biggest ops to testify for him in court. K Shordy could have been the biggest rapper in Jacksonville, but today, we're breaking down why he crashed out and threw it all away. K Shordy grew up on the north side of Jacksonville in 6-block territory at the Hilltop Apartments. His mom made sure he always had food, clothes, and a place to sleep, but that wasn't enough for him. K Shordy saw other kids rocking chains and Jordans and wanted to be dripped out too, so he hopped off the porch at 13 and got active. K Shordy moved smart and wasn't always getting locked up, but then he turned 16 and got hit with 4 attempted murder charges.
I caught a charge. I had gotten an altercation and shot somebody, and they tried to charge me with 4 attempted murders.
Oh shit.
Because I shot in the crowd.
K Shordy got into a fight and the other dude tried to take his strap, so K Shordy upped it and started shooting. There was a crowd behind the dude K Shordy was shooting at though, so the cops hit him with 4 attempted murders instead of just 1. At the same time, K Shordy had a warrant out for an armed carjacking and the cops pulled him over in a stolen whip. K Shordy knew that it was over for him. Getting locked up for the first time on 4 attempted murders is crazy, but then he caught a major break in the case. The attempted murders got dropped down to assault with a deadly weapon, and K Shordy only had to do 18 months in juvie instead of decades in prison. After K Shordy started popping off in the rap game, he did an interview with Dirty Glove Backdoored and said that everyone he looked up to in the streets was dead or locked up.
All the people that I looked up to that influenced me to do the stuff that I do, dead, locked up. So it's like, what made me think I'm different?
K Shordy said he knew the streets weren't worth it, but he ended up falling right back into them. It seemed like K Shordy wanted to leave the streets behind, but then his homie started getting killed and it changed everything. K Shordy and Lil Bibby both came up in the Hilltop Apartments and were really tight, but when K Shordy got locked up, Bibby started hanging around Foolio more. Foolio was older than them and already had a name in the Jacksonville drill scene, and K Shordy knew that Bibby shouldn't be hanging around Foolio because it was going to put a target on his back. K Shordy told Bibby he should fall back from Foolio because Foolio's name was too hot in the streets, but Bibby didn't listen and ended up getting brutally killed when K-So allegedly slid in the Hilltop and shot him to death. Bibby's death had a huge impact on K Shordy, and he told Dirty Glove Backdoored that the ops only killed him because he was hanging around Foolio.
When he got killed, it wasn't for him. Like, and that's just me being real. Like, before he died, a week before he died, I called him on the jail phone, and I said, I see you out there. If you turn, I see you with Foolio, you doing. I was like, but don't get caught up in that, bro. I was like, you know how bad they want him. They'll get anybody just to hurt him.
Lil Bibby getting killed is allegedly what turned K Shordy up in the streets, and on March 17, 2020, he allegedly slid on the ops and killed a dude named Daquan Saxton. It didn't take long for the ops to clap back though, and the next day, they slid on K Shordy and shot up his mom's crib. K Shordy had a huge target on his back, but the day after his mom's crib got shot up, he went on a date with his girlfriend Anandi Weish. Anandi was a cheerleader who was planning on going to college at Florida A&M, and she had just been given her first car a few months earlier. After their date, Anandi drove K Shordy home to drop him off, and that's when 2 shooters popped out and started dumping shots into Anandi's whip. K Shordy and Anandi both got hit up, and Anandi tragically didn't make it out alive. Everyone knew that she wasn't the main target though, and it turned out that one of the shooters was related to the dude that K Shordy allegedly killed 2 days before. A few months after Anandi got shot to death, the cops arrested Roland Ball and Xavion Porter for the hit. They had witnesses that identified Roland Ball as one of the shooters, and when the cops searched Xavion Porter's phone, they found messages where he admitted to pulling the trigger and said it was get back for his brother Daquan Saxton. There were a few eyewitnesses in the case, but back then, nobody knew that K Shordy was helping the cops too. He identified Roland Ball in the photo and said he was the one who shot him the night Anandi died, but later he tried to take his statement back. According to K Shordy, he was manipulated by detectives to speak up, and they told him if he cared about Anandi, then he would help them solve the case. Then a couple years later, K Shordy said he named Roland because there was already a rumor going around that Roland Ball was the shooter. The court said that K Shordy was capping about that though, and they already had the text from Xavion Porter's phone where he told someone, "I got one under my belt, Tariq's girlfriend. Me and my brothers did that because Tariq killed my brother." Xavion Porter said that Anandi wasn't supposed to get killed, but they obviously didn't care about her dying when they aired out her whip. In 2025, Roland Ball was convicted for killing the Nandi and got hit with a life sentence without the possibility of parole. What's crazy about the situation is that K Shordy flipped and helped the cops lock his ops up, but he was still sliding in the streets and allegedly catching more bodies. At the same time, K Shordy decided to hop in the booth and start dropping music. In early 2021, he dropped the track Tired of Shooting and rapped, "Niggas must not be tired of dying. Well, I don't get tired of shooting. If he ain't talking about no homicide, then none of my niggas ain't do it. Rapping ass nigga want smoke with me? Fuck nigga must be stupid." K Shordy was still pressed at Foolio because he thought Foolio was the reason Lil Bibby got killed. Foolio's own mom got shot because of Foolio's drama, and K Shordy dissed him for it and rapped, "I'ma do life if a nigga shoot my mama. A nigga getting hit with that fire. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else gangster till one of them fuck niggas die." 6 Block had taken 2 losses back to back when Spaz 2X got shot to death at the Hilltop Apartments, and then the next day, Rod K got killed in the same spot. Foolio allegedly didn't do anything to get back for him, and K Shordy rapped, "Rapping about you doing all that swinging, tell him you rapping a lie. Tell him Spaz and Rod K got killed and you did nothing but cry. I don't believe shit that Foolio say, that nigga goofy and pie." K Shordy said that while he was locked up and Bibby got killed, Foolio hit him up and said he was gonna pay for K Shordy to hit the studio. But when K Shordy came home, Foolio never helped him out, so K Shordy dissed him again on the track Who Really Killin' and raps, "Had to realize niggas out here dying and the rest doing time while Foolio chillin'. Niggas stay lying about studio time. He ain't even drop a dime when a nigga was drillin'. He was running the block when Bibby had died. He ain't getting no car, he just got in his feelings." Then Foolio clapped back on the track Straight Facts and dissed K Shordy for getting a Nandi killed and said, "And you got shot so many times, they say you target practice. You got that little girl killed, man, that shit tragic. You say I ran on Osama, I was nowhere near. Pop out left my little brother, get that shit clear." Foolio and K Shordy's beef wasn't really that serious, but K Shordy still had ops trying to kill him in the trenches. A few months after Renandi and K Shordy got shot, the cops found K Shordy in the same area, leaking from a gunshot wound to the leg. They also found a rifle, a hoodie with a mask, and shell casings around K Shordy, and the cops thought he got into a shootout with the ops. It took a few months for the cops to test the gun and hoodie for K Shordy's DNA, but when the results came back and proved K Shordy's DNA was on both of them, they booked him for being a gang-related felon in possession of a firearm. K Shordy's music was popping from the jump, but he also self-snitched like crazy. And during the trial for his gun case, the prosecutors brought up his track On Your Ass, where he described the whole situation where he got shot and raps, "Ah shit, how the fuck I dropped my blick? I'm losing blood and shit. They still shooting, now I done crawled to the bushes, laying in bugs and shit. And I started stripping, had to get rid of the mask, get the fuck away from that pole. Wait till they come. Crackers gonna ask me what happened, and I ain't gonna tell them a soul." K Shordy also raps about getting shot again on the track Dead Niggas and raps, "Dead niggas, hop out, let that lead hit them. I ain't got no ops, them niggas cops, and they some leg hitters. Boy, I know the real you. You let YouTube get your head bigger." K Shordy bonded out after he caught the gun charge though, and a few months later, he allegedly went spinning again and killed a dude named 187 No Face. Most people don't think No Face was the target though, and that he just got shot because he was riding around with Spin the Benz. Spin the Benz and K Shordy had major drama, especially when Spin the Benz leaked a video of K Shordy dancing in his bathroom and dissed him on the track I Don't Smoke Kendre and rapped, "My daughter, she like me, she be in school and she don't play. Therese twerking in the bathroom, look y'all, he's so gay." Spin the Benz and K Shordy were always dissing each other's dead homies too. And in September 2021, K Shordy and his homie 2-4 allegedly caught Spin the Benz, Greenlight, and No Face at a gas station on Lenox Avenue. Spin the Benz, Greenlight, and No Face were all sitting at the gas station in a Dodge Challenger when a black Range Rover pulled up and started shooting. Greenlight and Spin the Benz ran into the gas station while the bullets were flying, but No Face caught a bullet to the head and was pronounced dead at the hospital. The cops knew that the shooters were in a Range Rover, and the next day, the gang unit spotted one driving around the Woodland Acres community. The cops tried to pull the Range Rover over, but the driver sped off and crashed into a pole. K Shordy and his homie LaCracker were the ones riding around in the Range Rover, and after they crashed, they tried to hop out on foot, but the cops caught them and found a bunch of shell casings inside the whip too. Riding around in the same whip you allegedly just caught a body in is wild. And K Shordy made an even worse move because the Range Rover belonged to 2-4's mom. If K Shordy stole a whip to use on the crash out and then burned it, he might have walked free. But instead he slid in his homie's mom's whip and basically did the cop's job for him. The cops brought K Shordy into the station and let him know that he was getting hit with the murder charge.
You are being charged with second-degree murder and possession of firearm by a juvenile delinquent.
How?
Then he had to call his mom and let her know that he was fighting the murder case.
Mom. I don't know what's going on, but they say I've been charged with murder.
Stop lying, Service.
I promise.
Man, don't tell me this, baby. What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on, Mama. They said this.
K Shordy's first trial was for the gun case though, and it was looking bad for him from the jump. The cops had his DNA all over the gun. K Shordy was leaking from a leg shot, and he dropped a track where he aired out the whole situation. Catching the gun case isn't always that bad, but then K Shordy fumbled it like crazy when he pissed off the judge. K Shordy got convicted, but he got to speak to the judge before the sentencing came down. K Shordy's music was popping off, and he could have used that angle to ask the judge for a lighter sentence, but instead he told the judge that people in jail called him Send Him Home Salem.
Was it true that they call you Send Him Home Salem? In the jailhouse.
I'm sorry, say what?
In the jailhouse, they call you Send Him Home Salem.
Send him home, Salem?
I guess.
The judge's name was Anthony Salem, and he had a reputation for taking it easy on people. But when K Shordy called him Send Him Home Salem, the judge brought the hammer down and hit him with 12 years in prison. Catching 12 years on a gun charge is tough, but K Shordy's probably gonna get life if he doesn't beat his next trial. And he's getting so desperate in that situation that he's trying to get his ops to help him out. In 2024, the news broke that K Shordy's defense team was trying to get Spinna Benz to testify for him during K Shordy's trial for killing No Face. Spinna Benz aired K Shordy out on Instagram and said when he went to trial, he didn't bring anyone to the courtroom except his own lawyer. Losing No Face is already bad enough, and on the track Badass Day, Spinna Benz rapped, "Them niggas sprayed up my whole side. I ain't get hit. I'm still confused. I still hear Face's voice in my head. I know we got some shit to do. See, I ain't nothing like these niggas. They still got some shit to prove. Me, I done damn near lost it all. I ain't got shit left to lose." And when Spinna Benz found out that K Shordy was trying to get him to testify for his defense, he dropped the track Letter to K Shordy and rapped, "First of all, I ain't put you niggas in this position. Second of all, ain't nobody helped me when I was in it. Third thing I got to say is, y'all act like I walked you out the front door, made you jump off the porch, but I didn't. It's obvious you pussy niggas vulnerable. It's making me uncomfortable." It's not clear how much evidence the cops have against K Shordy for the No Face murder, but rumors say that his homie 2-4 is already saying something to the cops. K Shordy was allegedly putting in a lot of work, and on the track Let's Do It, he claimed he already had 4 bodies and raps, "They want to know how many bodies I touched? I say about 4. Shit's so crazy, cause I hit plenty niggas, and it could've been mo. Terrorizing all my ops, fuck 1200, and fuck 00. If K Shordy was really sliding on the ops like that, 2-4 would probably know all about it and could give the cops more info so he could walk on the murder case. K Shordy could end up talking too though. He already snitched on Rolling Ball back in the day, and he might try to throw more ops under the bus if it helps his own case. Now, K Shordy and 2-4 are both getting clowned even more because 2-4's brother John Wall just took a plea in another murder case and is snitching on his homies. John Wall and his homies slid on an op named Main Target and tried to kill him, but they ended up murdering Main Target's little cousin instead. John Wall took a plea deal and agreed to testify, but the deal didn't even include a negotiated sentence, so he could still end up doing life in prison even though he flipped on everyone else. Nobody knows if K Shordy or 2-4 are telling anything in the No Face case though. They haven't taken any plea deals yet, but a lot could still change before the trial starts.